Hello everybody, this is Matty Trips. In this video tutorial, this is going to aim if you just downloaded Lightworks, you want to learn how to use it. In this video, you should be able to watch it and figure out how to use it right from scratch and actually become proficient at editing with it. That's the goal. So, I just opened Lightworks. This is running on Ubuntu Linux. This 11.5b. First thing I want to mention, this is the screen you're going to be presented with. It's all your projects. If you want to open a project, you just double click it or you click one and click open. That will open the project. But go down to the bottom left of System Settings. See Show OS Title Bar. That's going to be on No by default. You want to change it to Yes. That's going to enable the operating software's title bar to show on top. So if Lightworks starts to misbehave and it acts like it's going to crash, you can actually open up the terminal and you can type X kill. I'm not going to type the whole command, but you type X kill and you hit enter, then you can just click anywhere in Lightworks and it'll close it. So change that to yes. Show OS title bar, yes. Now go up here, create new project, hit a project name. This is going to be Lightworks tutorial begin. Okay. Now, frame rate, I want it on 30 frames per second. If you don't know the frame rate of your video, you can select auto, in which case you can upload videos with multiple frame rates. But please beware, they might not work that well. You might have to change the speed of the clip to get them to play at the right speed. So I'm going to do 30 frames per second. I'm going to hit create. And here's my videos. Let's see, I'm going to go back, the ocean, and I'm just going to upload some videos. Here's some videos of seagulls flying around, so I'm just going to upload those. And here's a couple videos of me in my kayak. Let's upload these as well, or import, shall I say. And here's my browser with my videos in it, so I just made it smaller. First thing, usually I have many more videos than this, so I would want to organize them. So you can go to this menu here, and you can actually create a new bin. So I'm going to name this kayaking. I'm going to grab these two clips of me kayaking and put it right in that bin. Now right here, these are some menus for the bin. You can change this from titles, which is what this is, to list, which is how I like it. You can also change numerous other settings. One setting is the size, so this is extra large, of course. I like it small. That's just the way I like it. So now I have that bin, and I'm going to change this one's name to Seagulls. Once it lets me. All right, and I guess I'll just whatever. Seagulls. Now I have two bins with two different clips. A lot of times you'll have many bins. You might have 3, 4, or 5. Something really nice about Lightworks, you can create a rack. See this icon right here looks like a couple of books. You click it. This is a rack. Now you minimize these bins. You hit the minimize button. You can put them inside the rack. And now they're nice and organized. And if you want to retrieve it, hit the enlarge window and it brings it right back out. So there's the bin. So I'm going to put it back in there. Now let's create an edit. I come from the Final Cut Pro world. An edit would be a sequence. It's the same thing. You click this icon here, create new edit. There's the window that will display the project, and here's your timeline. I'm going to start with the seagulls. I'm going to open that bin. Let's put it out of the way. I don't like clutter. Double click one. It opens up this browser window. Now you can set in points and out points. You can hit in on this, or you can just hit the I key on your computer. You can play it with J, K, and L. K stops it. So I'll stop it right here with K. And you can either hit an out point, or since this is stopped here, this is called mark and park. I just put an in point and I just stopped the playhead here. And now I can put it in a timeline by hitting replace or insert. I will hit replace, and there it is. Now I can scroll to another section. I'll hit play, and this time I'll hit O for out. So I hit I for in and O for out. And I'm going to insert this clip now. See, inserting the clip is going to cause this clip to split at the timeline. It's going to put this clip in its place. So I hit the insert button. So now I have this clip and this clip is split. Most of the time I use the replace button because I would rather insert it manually myself so I can get it more precise. That's just the way I like to do it. So really 95+% of the times I'm using insert. So I hit an in point there, the seagull's flying. I'll hit an out point, and I'm going to hit replace. That's going to get rid of this little section here because my timeline is here. If I didn't want to get rid of it, I'd move it to the end. I'll hit replace, and there it is. So now I have a few clips on the timeline here. Now let's say I want to trim a clip. I can bring this to the edge, and I can trim it real easily, just like that. You can do the audio separately if you want to do. Now, let's say I want to cut this and make it 2 clips. That's pretty easy. You position the playhead where you want it. You can nudge it frame by frame with the keyboard, or you can do frame by frame with these buttons here. And you just hit the delete button right here, this one, and that cuts it into 2 clips. Now this is 2 clips. So, I don't like this section here, so I want to delete it. Well, I actually could just put this here and hit remove and it would get rid of it. Or you can just pick it up and drag it to a blank spot and now it's gone. That section is now eliminated. So, I want to now add a title to the clip. I'm going to hit effects. And you have these categories, hit titles, crawl, roll, or titles. I'm just going to hit titles, add. And I will name it Birds Flying. Now you have all your parameters. I can change the font. I'll change it to a byte. That is cool. I'm going to put it on bold. I'm going to increase the size. I don't like a byte because I can't see what it says. I'll put Arial black. That's good. And that says Birds are Flying, which I wasn't supposed to say that, but that's quite all right. I can change the position just by dragging it. Shadow is a good feature. With the shadow, you can make it pop from the background. So you can slide this around. So you can see now Birds are Flying. It looks pretty good. You can change the angle of the shadow. You can change the softness or the hardness. I like it. I like it hard. That didn't sound cool. But see, there's the title, Birds are Flying. You can put an effect, put a fade. Okay, so now when I play it, it's going to fade in and fade out. There it is, Birds are Flying. Birds are flying away. Now let's say I want the title to fade out midway through the clip. Well, I can simply cut the clip where I want the title to fade out. I'll position the playhead over the section I no longer want the title, hit effects again, hit title again to bring up this window. And now I'm just going to hit the X. And that gets rid of the title here. So now it just plays there, fades out for that section of the clip right there. So that's how you add some titles. You can add other effects. Click effects again. There's all these menus here. DVEs allows you to change the size, positioning of the clip. So here's DVEs, master. That's now smaller. I can move it. Rather, they lost it. Here it is. You can move it over there. You can crop it. See? So there's many things you can do with the effects here in Lightworks. I'm going to put it on this clip here. I'm going to do, where's color? Should be, there it is, right there in front of me. Also, you have, I forgot to mention this, you have this down here, apply to current clip. That's usually where I leave it setting. It'll just apply it to the entire clip. Color correction. I'm going to try to find white within this to basically white balance. So you see white right here. I'm going to try to find something that's white to white balance it, and that if you actually have something that is legitimately white and isn't too bright, you can white balance it just like that. You can mess with all these too. You can change a lot. You see, look, I'm really goofing with it right here. Saturation. Let's make it. This is extremely colorful. It's a very colorful clip. All right, so those are some effects in Lightworks. Now for trimming, something that's a bit of a nuisance. If you position the cursor in between 2 clips, it's going to extend the clip on the right at the same time removing the clip on the left, or vice versa. I particularly don't like that because it's not precise. I want it to be precise. Now, you can actually click. See, let's say I want to take time off this clip here. I'm going to click to the left of it, and the audio too, because I don't want to off sync it. And you can actually use the arrow keys. You see, this is actually just moving the clip on the left. It's taking time away from the clip on the left, but the clip on the right is staying the same. I can use the J, K, and L keys too. I'm adding to the left, taking away, rather I'm keeping the right the same. Now I'm taking away from the left, keeping the right the same. And then you just hit the join button when you're done, and you just made an edit. So most of the time, that's how I do it. I usually don't do it this way. So this way is actually decreasing, when I move it in, it's decreasing the clip on the right. You're keeping all the other clips the same, and now it's increasing the clip on the right and keeping the other clips the same. And so that's how you can edit with Lightworks, and that's very, very nice. I really like that, actually. I'm actually just going to try something here. I'm going to try, I did that. No, that doesn't really work too well. But the other way you can do it is, if you don't want to do it that way, you can move this clip out of the way, and then you can mess with this without affecting that clip too. But I really don't see a point to it. All right, so I'm just going to bring that over there. Now, let's say, for example, that I have a big gap right here, and I have many clips on this side. So I have like 30 clips on this side. I could just move them all one by one like this, but that's a real pain. What I found works is you can literally just set an in point and an out point. So now I hit the I for the in point, O for out, and I'll hit delete, and this is going to bring them together. I'm actually going to need to put it over here. Oops, right there. So right where the black goes away, an in point and an out point, hit delete. It's going to move all the clips over at once. You don't have to do it one by one. So that's really nice. I like that. And one more thing. How about the audio? You can really mess with the audio. Zoom in. So I'm actually going to create some keyframes on the audio. You can see this bar right here, this yellow line. You position the cursor over it, you right click, and you just made a node. I'm going to right click again, make another node, and another node. You have to go right over that. There it is. And another one, I can do it down here. Get it right over the line. Down here, down here. So basically when the arrow turns to point upwards. Now right clicking again, you can grab the node, you can move it there. You can move that one here. You can move this one, I don't know, there. This one can go up. That one can go down. This one can go that way. And now the audio is going to be all messed up because I just did it on purpose. See? So that's how you can keyframe the audio. You can also keyframe effects as well. Most of the effects can be keyframed. So, I don't know. Let's do DVEs again. 3D DVE. And let's see. So you can add keyframes here. Let's say, I don't know, I'll add one right here. Let's see. And I'm just going to, I don't like that. I had never used this effect before. Yeah, there we go. I rotated it a bit, and I rotated it that way. Now it's rotated. Blah, 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 blah. Let's see. In order to actually, in order to add the keyframe, you actually have to click it on each individual. So you can actually just click it on each individual rather than adding a keyframe for everything. So now I just hit the plus, and there's the keyframe. So there it is right there. Now I'm going to hit it here, and I'm going to move this like this, and that one like that, and then I'll flop that all over the place. And this should move now. There it goes. See, I just added keyframes to that. So remember, to add the keyframes, you want to click Enable Keyframes, so that's glowing white. Then you hit the plus to actually add the keyframes. And now I have a funky clip that does weird things. So that's basically it for trimming clips and adding clips to the timeline and adding effects. It's really pretty simple. But here's something that I love about Lightworks. So I'm going to create a new bin. I'm going to name it Edits. All right, I'm going to make it smaller. Now, I'm going to take this whole thing and minimize it. And I'm going to drag the entire edit to this bin right here. I'm going to make it a list again. Now I'm going to click New Edit. All right, so now I'm going to take, let's see, do I have any? You know what? I'm going to minimize this, put this back in here. I'm going to bring out my kayaking one. Let's open that up. And here I am, I'm paddling. So I'm going to do many of the same things. I'll hit an out point, replace, blah, blah, blah. Fine, I don't know, that one's boring. Yeah, right here, in point, blah, 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 out point. And I'm going to replace that as well. I'm going to do many of the same things. Cut it here, and I'll cut it here. I'll take this section, put it over there. Something else I forgot to mention. In order to copy a clip, hold the Control key, click the clip, and drag. Now let go of the Control key and just put it wherever you want. And now the clip is copied. Also, you can do slow motion effects by clicking the Advanced tab. Position your cursor over the clip you want to affect, and you can type in the speed you want. Hit enter. Now this clip is slow. You might not be able to tell. You'll be able to tell more so with this clip. So I'll do, I don't know, 40%, enter. Very slow. Let's extend that clip so hopefully you can see it. Slowly kayaking. So that's how you do slow motion. In fact, I want to show you even more so you can really see it. I have a feeling you can't see it. So that's slow. So that's just 40%. Now I can change it again if I want to. I can do 10% right there. Very, very slowly kayaking. So that's how you do the speed. That's how you do copy and paste. Again, Control key. Click the clip while holding Control. Drag it. Let it go wherever you want. And I just copied that clip over there. But here's the cool thing I like. Let's name this kayaking. Let's name it. All right. Now, take the edits. I forgot to name this one. That's all right, though. I'm going to minimize it. I'm going to put it in this bin with this one. Now, I can actually reopen the other one. Double-click it. There it is. Take the timeline. I just hit Show Timeline. And here it is. But what's real cool is I can actually take this kayaking edit I made and I can drag it into this one. So now, if I wanted to create a separate project to upload to YouTube, say, if I wanted to make that separate project a part of a larger project, I can just drag it right in. I don't have to re-edit anything. See, here it is. It's right there. And, you know, I can actually add this to my, my rack as well. Keep it nice and orderly. That one's edits. Here's the sequence right there. You know, and if I want to, I can bring that back out. I can open the kayaking one. In fact, I'll drag it in here. Here's the kayaking sequence right here. Let's X that. And let's X this for a moment. And I want to X that. Drag this out. Make it bigger. Here's the timeline. Here's the kayaking one right there. Exit. Drag out edit 1. Make it bigger. Hit show timeline. Here's edit 1. And once again, add kayaking to edit 1. And there you go. So that's pretty much everything you need to know to cut clips, to do effects, to copy and paste clips. Now just to export it. You know what? One more thing I would like to show you is this is something that can be annoying to a lot of people. If you export it like this, Lightworks is going to export all the black after the clip, and that's annoying. To get rid of the black, position the playhead, put an input, do the mark and park, hit delete, and that gets rid of the black at the end. So you won't export minutes of black at the end. One more thing I want to show that I forgot to earlier is you can add other video and audio tracks very simply. You just simply right-click on the timeline. Add tracks is right here. So this is selected a video. You can select audio. You can put one or you can do 2, 3, doesn't matter. before video 1, which is down here, after, which is on top. Actually, before is on top. After is under it. I'm going to hit add. Now I have 3 more video tracks. I can drag these separate tracks up. Can do the same with audio. Change that to audio. And now I just have 1 more audio track. So that's the other thing I did forget to show earlier. But this is everything with Lightworks that you really need to know. Now just to export the video, it got small on me. Anyway, so to export it, click this right here, this icon, hit export. Content, you want to click the project, so you can do whole project. That will export all of your clips as well. I don't recommend that. See, it says 6 items. We'll click Seagull's title. You notice it says 2 items. That's because I have 2 sequences in this title. A new feature in this beta is you can upload directly to YouTube format, which that's what I use most of the time now. There's numerous other formats you can pick. You can do frame rate. I'm doing 29.97 frames. Quality, I always do 1080p. I just do. You can have it directly upload to YouTube if you want to by clicking this, upload to YouTube. I don't want to do that. I want to do it myself. You can navigate to the folder you want to use to upload it to, and you can give it a name. Blah, 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 there's the name. And you hit start. And that's all there is to it. That's how you create the clip, and you can actually directly upload that to YouTube because we click YouTube for the format. That's it. That's really all you need to know to get started with Lightworks. That's it. Thanks for watching.